Property taxes going up pretty good,
Okay, so we're all done paying back that adulted
yeah.
thing.
We're all done.
Great.
Yeah, no more.
County taxes, is that a percentage for every town, or is
Yes,
that because
yes, yes.
they're covering it?
It
It
is,
covers the sheriff's raise, it was 14,000 this year.
oh, it isn't for the three new
Wow.
sheriff deputies? Yeah, every town, whatever percentage it is, it's reflected in every town, and certainly the
Okay.
county has had to on certain aspects. Maybe, some of it may be the sheriff's
I'm
office.
sure it is covering, different communities. and-
That's the biggest jump we've had in a couple of years, I think it was about 9,000 last year.
Yeah,
Well, didn't they just get some federal funding for 3 years?
Cop pass, they got
Yeah.
some cop pass money.
For
Yeah.
3 shares?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got shot at.
Per the news.
The county got a couple million ARPA funds too.
I know that the county-wide, law enforcement is 40% short of their allotment for each duty over the whole county, 40% less
Yeah.
than they need to be. Holton is at half staff right now. They're barely operating there.
Yeah.
They're struggling big time.
Even Holton?
Even Holton.
Oh,
And Holton was a big PD, they were 16, 17,
Yeah.
and they are hurting big time. So, Holton, was a big step up on the thing.
Well, the society needs to start treating
Yeah,
law enforcement officers like law enforcement officers.
it's roughly a 14% increase.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
but every single town is feeling
Yeah.
it. Their electrical rates went up. At the jail, at the courthouse.
No, they're in Holton, and Holton is the,
Oh, no, but we're
they're
talking about-
lower than
we're
us.
talking about
Not by
Ryan.
much,
By a penny.
not by much,
Penny.
not like
Penny.
point
We're
seven.
talking about
think.
Ryan's Castle in Caribou.
We're the second
The
cheapest
town-
electricity in the state. I don't know if the
County,
public is aware of that either.
county's offices are in Caribou, so Ryan's office, there's
Oh,
my,
that's
there's
right.
my half.
Yeah, they come
Yeah.
to put it in.
The courthouse and all they have.
Yeah, we definitely keep
But,
our
you know,
electric company.
And
If
they
you'd
got
like to
the
look at the county
registry
budget,
too,
it's,
so they
it's
got-
pretty
Oh, yeah.
scary.
No, they're-
It's not- I can't-
They're gonna take care of themselves.
Good.
All right, so moving on.
So just, we have covered all the budget,
Mhm.
and that is the bottom line as I sit here right now.
Okay. Excellent, Mike.
Good man. Sweet.
I can't imagine having tried to do this all alone this year. He's doing the budget and we've had all these other things, it's excellent.
There's a lot going on. Thank you guys again for what you are
Yeah.
doing.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's less than 1%.
Can't go down to the state.
And even with everything that,
That's,
with wages going up or whatever, to keep it less than 1%, that's just
definitely
phenomenal.
something.
Thank you. Phenomenal.
All right, so we'll move on to number 5, public hearing on possible action items. Let's, we have an action item.
Yeah, we have,
92.
we just have a quick claim deed for 192 Lynn Street, they came in, they paid everything fair. And, that was a property that we had, taken
they
control
fell
of.
behind and they finally couldn't make the foreclosure. We got a couple more of those we're trying to, had one last meeting that was, even more.
Yeah.
So this one's not-
Little by little, they're coming in and taking care of it. And that's completely caught up and, I did have a chance to talk to them about some going forward.
Yep,
Okay.
And it was somebody who bought a property and had some equity going on, but it wasn't their year taxes, that was
Yeah,
kind of
the
one of
year
those.
taxes,
they didn't
after
really-
they bought it, somebody handed them a tax bill in March and now they got it in September. Rule was
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to send a quick claim deed for 192 Lynn Street, map 19, book 2117, 2182, 2122, and 2189, lot 80, pages 215, 323, 90, and 53.
We'll second that. Any further discussion? Not seeing any, take a vote, all those in favor? Motion carries. Okay, we'll move forward to old business. A,
Everything stay down here, am I first or I'm off?
Well, they came and did an inspection, the people that we have, planning to buy the complex, had an inspector come, it's been almost 10 days, so they haven't changed their offer and they haven't backed out, so we're in that waiting game right now. I reached out to the town attorneys, John Hamer, that was working here, John Hamer, however.
Hamer, yeah, he goes by
Yeah.
Hamer.
And he's gonna get a warranty deed in order for that building. He said you only need a quick claim deed, look, and I've asked that they do a warranty deed on that property because of the value, and just I think that's one of the things that they did have questions about, is if they could get a warranty deed. I don't think it's,
And it's got a pretty clean deed. The
Yeah.
last transfer was in 1983.
okay.
So when you go back 40 years, you're practically there.
Yeah,
And so,
I just think it's reasonable and just to stay on that real quick, they're also working on some deeds and some purchase agreements for woodland property, for the property at
you get something on.
the industrial park.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that they're gonna get all those things in order for us while they're working.
Who was selling it? Just
It's the storage
Storage.
unit.
Okay.
That's been going for a year now.
But we've been working on this.
Oh, yeah,
for a year
yeah, I got it
and a half
down.
Yeah.
here. Year in Kent Ford.
yes.
10 foot, there we go.
I couldn't think of his name.
We're just having a hard time getting the surveyor down here to do the surveying so we can get everything signed, get everything done. You'll see in the treasurer's warrant though, there is a warrant article for the, surveying, but Kent is covering half of that. We just, I'm gonna pay it so that they get to work, and then Kent's gonna reimburse it. Basically.
Okay, so the rest of Pine Tree, there's also the first warrant for Pine Tree, which are all the expenses, you can get carefully through, I'll go through it right now, there were terms of electrical, water hookups, and block changes, whatnot. We are currently, we have, it's done a wonderful job, as well, and, we have a site, he said it will be repairs, he's collecting rents, I have, Forwood, there's about an $8,000 bill there, but I currently have 13,000 in that account, so that came from the town as the loan, because we're waiting on, potentially getting some of that back. And we're collecting May rent, and they delivered an application to ACAP directly last Monday for, about $12,000 of lost, subsidy, ACAP, and about $24,000 in plant going forward for all tenants. So, we should all be eligible, we'll see what happens as that comes in, but we're still collecting rents. The current portion of their rent pending the cap, making a decision about that. So, keep doing that until such time as soon as those funds come in for the back rent, we'll be able to potentially pay some of our back overdues, like our sleep, actually out of the rents, versus out of the second place of the property. So that's the most important. This is the first one to sign. So we're going to see what's happening. We did find out, I did find out from yesterday, I was working to get the vouchers for the tenants. I received a mailing this week, they should be receiving their applications. We don't actually have to put a lease on with tenants or accept their vouchers, which would kick in USDA paying their portion while we own it, which means if we hopefully won't own it for more than 2 months, but even if we owned it for longer, in order to receive the USDA's voucher itself, the landlord, you have to have apartments inspected and fixed. So I think we're gonna be able to just continue at what we're doing if the sale, we do find a good buyer. Which is good for us, cause I don't wanna deal with leases, I don't wanna make commitments, and I didn't wanna have
No.
inspections of apartments and
Absolutely
have to fix them, so it turns out the
Absolutely not.
tenants have like 10 months, once they're gonna get the voucher, the question is whether or not they have to engage it with us. If they don't, and ACAP will cover that portion of their rent, that'll be great, which I think they will, so. I'm feeling it's like it's a little stable
Good.
at the moment.
Do we have any time frame, or we're just in the waiting
We're in the
game?
waiting game.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a peer review,
Yeah.
Simple.
As far as I know, they per the contract, money was deposited in an account.
An escrow with the-
Escrow account, so that their, goodwill deposit is there, just waiting.
Excellent.
Yeah, I said it's, things are.
I would have, I
We do
was
have
trying to
insurance.
come up with that word escrow, it would have come.
Would've come.
At some point, it would have come.
And we do have insurance that's kicked in for 2 months, and we paid that out of a different account for a reason, but the rents will pay that account back when they can, so I feeling stable, like I said, Ed's done, it's great to have. He is gonna be on vacation for a week, and he's gonna ask Brian Karen if there's a call to fix something, if he can do that, so.
All right.
So read carefully when you see that treasure warrant, you know.
We're keeping, Nancy's keeping track of all that, and once the sale of the property is done, every bit of that will be recouped back to the town, and with no cost to the town.
Yes, there's gonna be no cost to the town, and especially, like I said, I'm very hopeful. I know that the ACAP applications are going to go through because they're all eligible, and that's gonna help us to pay back that $10,000 right away too. So, and good for the tenant, so we'll forward.
All right. Can't wait to see that place all fixed up and full. Moving on to old business B, the payment schedule.
It's Rick.
Yep.
I really, you guys had a chance to review the new proposals.
Yeah, they have it. They have it.
Not much change, Luke and I discussed possibly not taking as much money out of the, saving account. Leaving more of a buffer in there, so I tried to get a few changes. One, like the fire station, because I guess we're not really set in stone what we're doing upstairs.
Right, don't do the fire station.
I took that out of the equation, some other side streets I took out of the equation, a library, we're still negotiating what we're doing with that.
Yep.
I really want to make the agreement tonight, so I can do the contract as soon as possible. They're contacting me just about every other day if we're doing any paving this year. And you guys know the cost of fuel, I like to lock into that price as soon as possible.
Mhm.
You know, diesel's gonna be $7 a gallon come July. So I like to lock into a contract, I really like to get an agreement tonight. Meeting my contractors this week, early next week. Get bids out, and get bids on the table by the next council meeting.
Okay.
So that's my agenda.
So,
So if you guys have any discussions of what streets, changes, you guys want to make any changes to this, or you want to review it?
There's that patch, by, the Lavasser house that we're taking down, that's been pretty ratty. Can we patch that up again, or?
We're gonna do that part of that, or, bubble filling
Yeah,
program.
okay.
Out of my budget.
okay,
$1,000 up to that account for the fiscal year, and then we'll kick in another $4,000.
okay,
I really like to get those streets paved within the next couple of years. Our street cluster, Jackson Street cluster.
Yeah.
Guys, driven down those streets.
Yeah.
They're-
they're ratty, there's no doubt.
And we need to pave them before they get really bad. We're close to them already.
Yep.
So-
Yep.
So ultimately goal is try to get these streets done this year. Hopefully next year, we'll putting in another 100,000 this year, which is a great idea. Next couple of years, tackle on a couple more streets.
Definitely. So next year, would we still be looking at 2.25
Yeah, we'll have about
for next
200.
year too? So that will help us,
yeah, 213, I think.
if we could get a grant.
with this.
You have to get grant money to get the pumps.
Yeah, we'll talk, and I think, yeah, when we look at that, let's look at where that would be the most effective, or what we do,
And again, most effective would be Alexander Road, because it's a high traffic road.
Yeah. I would like to see that done. I
Yeah,
really
and I
do.
think, and I do think that's a lot of public benefit.
I'll make a motion, we accept, the proposal as written for $223,000 for this year for paving.
I'll second that.
And Rick, can we talk tomorrow about library, maybe I can get you to get a separate bid?
Yeah, I
And
can
then,
do that.
and it won't be, and we'll figure out if we can pay it without using any of your funds.
Just keep
How we
in
gonna do
mind
that?
that the quote that I got about the thing, $125 per ton, it may not be that.
Right.
It may be cheaper, maybe more.
Yep.
So if you guys are making a motion at a specific number, it might change how many streets I get done.
Oh, so you just wanna not to exceed, Rick, though, because they're only certain amount.
I'd be happy not to exceed the 223. You know, we need the, how do I say that,
Discretion.
decision to adjust, maybe. If I can get more streets paid for the 223, let's go for it. If not, like I said, we'll have a better understanding once we have the bid team and go something.
Okay.
Once we know what the bids are, we may be able to add a street to this list. Just depends on what they're gonna quote us for the
Okay.
materials and the fuel.
Alright, so
Okay, so let me,
amend the motion to,
let me.
So what are we looking to do at the library?
I don't want them to just put a little bit of a shim on top, it's so bad underneath, I feel like that's a waste of that money. I said if we have some money in our budget, or I have some other monies, I really want something that's gonna
That
last
parking
longer.
lot is horrible.
It's,
a
it's,
mess.
if you can't, it's so, it moves so much, that you just put something on top and it moves that
it's
much,
just gonna break it.
it's just wasted, so I wanna, take it out, what's there, and
Is the school had, when the school.
and it's a small parking lot. The
When
school
the school
did,
had redid all
they
theirs.
did,
Yeah,
and one of the things it causes is more water to go into my parking lot because they raised theirs, but it's just roly-poly cracks, it's not
Needs to
safe
be
to walk on,
dug out.
and,
New-
yeah, and it doesn't
a
have,
new
and
base.
there's a lot of clay there to begin with, but I
Alright.
think if we can, and I can seek some funding to do it too. If I need
Grant money.
extra, yeah. Well, there's Stephen Tapp King likes libraries, and you can get things like pavement, if
There you
that's
go.
what you need.
There you go.
Okay,
For
so let me,
library,
There you
you
go.
can't get it for a town, but you can get it for a library.
Right up Stephen King's alley is a nightmare over there.
Okay, so let me read this back to make sure that, okay, motion by Peter to accept the proposed paving projects as presented by Department Head, Rick Shearway, not to exceed $223,000.
That's my motion.
Does that read right?
Yes, sir.
And Ian seconded?
Any second?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, any further discussion? Not seeing any, we'll go roll. All those in favor? Alright, carries. Onward and upward. New business.